Cannot breathe. Cannot see.
Spick Span Show!
Yeah, all right.
There we go.
We did it. How about that, right? Moving up, huh? Okay.
So we never actually went live.
We actually never went live. So actually, we were.
YouTube was late today.
Yeah, YouTube was late today. We had. How about that? Let's just talk about the intro. We don't
There
need
we
to
go.
talk about anything else.
I was like, no one's saying anything.
Yeah,
I thought
you're
the
like,
intro
wow.
was pretty good.
So we played the intro a second ago. Actually, a couple minutes ago. Except I didn't go live on this side. We were live over there, and not over here, and not over there. Next thing you know, I forgot to push go live.
Yeah.
And then we just redid it again. So I just already said most of this stuff. But how about that intro, ladies and gentlemen, courtesy of David Rome, who actually does all the Hormesis intros. Like, when you see like a Hormesis drop and there's this cool...
Yeah.
So, and that was Sloan, the little sample at the end.
That was
So, yeah, shout out to that. Thank you guys, everybody, very much for joining us on another wonderful Monday. As most of you guys know, the ICC happened this weekend, and that was a really busy, hectic, big, long weekend. I left at 4 a.m. this morning, which is probably right about when you were going to bed. Actually, you probably went to bed after that.
No, well,
not 4 a.m. I was 4 a.m. that size. You went to bed at like 1, 2, so you know what I mean? So basically, I slept on the plane. That sucked. It was Kyle's birthday, so happy birthday.
thank you.
It was your birthday on
Friday.
Friday. On Friday, so happy birthday to Kyle.
Thank you guys.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. I was trying to get an air horn there.
It's not the space button anymore?
It is, but I think the space button just puts you play. There's the air horn. That was the intro. Started the intro. There we go. So we're still, moving
We'll definitely
through things.
give you guys probably play the intro one more time throughout the show.
Yeah,
So
we're gonna have to once everybody ramps up, people start trickling in here, we'll throw the intro out one more time just to make sure that everybody really feels just the excitement that we do. Also, we're gonna talk a lot about ICC. I was actually really impressed with the field conditions.
Yeah, it looked nice.
Yeah, it was actually so much nicer. I mean, my body, I felt like was in a train wreck when I came back 2 years ago from ICC, because it was like they had just built all the fields, and this year everything was like manicured. They were like mowing the grass before each game.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like beautiful. It was the best outdoor paintball experience you could kind of hope for.
Yeah.
As far as playing conditions.
Yeah.
go.
Usually it's scary.
It's usually really scary. Like you're really worried about.
That's why I don't like to play.
Yeah, well, one of the other reasons you don't like to play, which is what we'll get into later on in the show, is was not fixed. That was left to go fix itself.
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
that is the less than honest playing.
It's a Wild West.
Wild West. I think 3 teams or 3, like I want to say 15, 20 people got ejected for life.
Really? For like malicious cheating?
Oh, there was like pushing fights over.
Yeah, someone
overshooting.
said.
Guys came out of the dead box.
What happened between Fight Club and Energy?
That's the one. Those guys won't be coming back.
Fight Club?
Either one. You name your team Fight Club.
I know, that's
kind of
what
like
I was
yeah, shocker.
Yeah.
Shocker that they lost their cool.
So who is it, like Miami Rage?
I don't know. I don't know exactly who's on Fight Club. I know that like Paxson used to play on Fight Club. Todd Adamson's would sometimes. Todd did not play with them this time. I don't know exactly who was on it. We were kind of far away, but we heard the commotion and then we heard about it. A lot of people were shooting from the dead box on both teams. And
really?
Then some poor ref tried to like. We'll just talk about it now. So it was like in the quarterfinals, like round 2.
Yeah.
And the 2 teams were playing against each other, and one guy, like all of whatever, one of the teams was all dead, and the other guy went to go grab the flag, and one dude gave him a shot from the sidelines, and then they both kind of raised up, and then all 10 guys out of the dead box started shooting him, and then the ref tried to play bodyguard.
Oh god.
treating the NRG player or the whatever Fight Club player like he was the president. Stepped in front of him, and then nobody stopped shooting, and so they just dropped this ref to the ground.
Jesus.
And then the
How
other
close
team,
were they?
dead box to the flag station, so maybe 20 feet, 30 feet, maybe. Not close, but not far.
Yeah.
By any means, especially when you have a whole shooting range shooting at you.
Is this on video? Are you guys?
It's probably. Did anybody see? Yeah, the videos. So a lot of people. A lot of people saw the video, and I'm not sure if it was on. I don't know if it was on Go Sports or not because I didn't actually watch it and I didn't go back and saw it. So, yeah, Jay Stu saw it live. So maybe he can. It was like a hockey. It was the live action. Was the hockey fight that you hoped for? Yeah. So then everybody cleared out of the other dead box, and then there was some other commotion. So both of those teams left.
Who does Jay Stu play with out there?
Jay Stu, who'd you play with out there?
I don't know. Live action was the hockey fight.
Yeah. So it was again less than it wasn't something that you would have your kids look up to. It wasn't. There was a lot of playing out there that again was less than honest, and a lot of players out there who who rode the line and crossed the line. That happened 2 different times. I think that when the Philly Americans, Yaya's team, was playing either the Revo guys or someone shot from the dead box there, shot Ryan, and then Yaya went up and pushed him, and then they knocked each other's goggles off, and then Yaya got DQ'd. Like, it was it was a lot of lousiness,
Yeah.
And here's the thing, and I'm gonna get really into this a little later, and I know we're jumping ahead of things, but like, you can't be a hypocrite. Like, if you are a nasty, dirty, slimy cheater, and then you get cheated, that's just like that's like me and Kyle doing a snap shooting battle. And if he shoots me, I'm not like, God damn you, and try to fight him. He just beat me.
Yeah.
Right? So if you guys are both as slimy as each other, then it just cancels each other out. You can't then go and take it to another level and go, all right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bonus ball this son of a bitch. Right, and then you get bonus ball, and you're like, "Oh yeah, well I'm gonna fight you." Like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? There's not enough on the line at these events, and this is happening in the prelims also. Like, people would get shot, they would get mad, someone would get like kind of bonus balled a couple times, and the dude would turn around and like they would start shooting. It's like, dude, just get off the field.
It takes a while to bonus ball people, right? With 5 balls.
So, with a lot of these new upgrades and mods, dude.
Fast?
Yes, the guns shoot really fast. They shoot faster. A lot of these guns shoot faster than we shoot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You see guys, you'll watch, like if you watch a couple of these things, guys are like doing this.
Yeah.
And you can
like
you can shoot it.
Like Benjamin at the...
Yes, exactly. Like Benjamin at the summer camp.
camp.
But a lot of people actually played like that. And a lot of guys that are like pros. Like I was watching the Philly Americans shoot off the break like that. And then I was watching people like they would hold the lane. So there's these new upgrades for the Shocker and the Eclipse guns.
Yeah.
You can get this like lubricant thing that Caesar does. It's like the boom juice, and it makes like the gun cycle slightly faster and be a little bit more efficient. Then there's these hairline trigger. I don't know all the terminology for everything, but you can get these trigger upgrades that like they shoot really fast and really good. They're super fun to shoot. Like I really enjoy shooting these guns. So I have one. You can put some air on the back.
All right.
You can give it a rip. You'll be pretty surprised. You actually might even want to go play with these things. Yeah. And then you have to deal with the pink paint. I'm still dealing with that. I got it all over me. That's another thing that I think we should maybe dial down the amount of staining that happens out there.
You probably need it out there.
You do.
Hard to get rid of it.
You do. And because I saw people trying to wipe goggle hits, and it like they couldn't get it off. So like they would go with one hand like this, and then it would just be smeared. And then they would go with the other hand like that, and then both hands had so much paint on them that they couldn't get it off.
You need like double size.
Which is still crazy. Like that should be another thing. Is okay if you're gonna cheat, and you can't get it off the first 2 times, dude. Like, just call it, man. And then what we talked about, I think when Quinn was mentioning it last week, he was saying. The refs are basically not going to pull any penalties. He said that last week. That was the ref meeting. Just don't ruin someone's game or event because you pulled a bad penalty. So yeah, people were getting away with a lot of cheating.
That's wild.
I mean,
thanks, Nick.
Yeah, thanks, Nick. Shout out to Nick.
Nick Sloviak. From the Ironman.
Nick, how come you weren't out there? That's the real question. That's what I was trying to give Nick, is a little air horn action. So
what's this? Sorry, before I forget, someone said this jelly bean boozled challenge.
Yeah, I think.
What does that entail?
So I think that's coming from Scandinavia. Who's
Jonas?
Jonas, yeah. So Jonas, I believe, is a mega support member. You're getting a poster, some bands, a couple other things set out for you and all the kids out there. He is going to be sending us some jelly beans to eat. And I said, "Oh, great, nice turn. Like it'll be great." And he goes, "Oh, you haven't had these jelly beans?" And I was like, "God damn it!" So
are these like the Harry Potter ones, or there's like a puke one?
The puke flavored gummy bear jelly beans. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not totally sure.
He didn't tell you?
No, he kind of explained it, but it didn't really make a whole lot of sense. I'm thinking jelly beans. Now that you mentioned the Harry Potter ones, where there's like booger flavors and stuff like that.
I guess I could just Google it, but I kind of like leaving it.
Yeah, leave it open for interpretation for sure. And then guys, we will be giving away a bunch of stuff today, as we always do. That is happening. And but a reminder, I need your names. Okay, we need your names and your address. So, for example, if your screen name is something like Bizfrost or Bifrost, who won a hat last week, and you gave me your name, I can't send that hat to Canada because customs might return it if I put Bizfrost and then your address. So if you guys have an obscure name on there, like Paintball Dynasty Killer 619, obviously that's Kyle. But I need to know what your real name is also on top of your address for when you win. Like Mr. Proventure, who won the SLR goggles, which have now been thrown back into the mix. So we've got some really like that move. I do that every week.
I just think it's funny. Don't send your address thing.
Yeah. Oh, Ryan Fitzpatrick, you won. You were actually in the chat group last week, and you won the Dynasty jersey from Quinn Nadu. So you just haven't given me your address yet. So Ryan Fitzpatrick, or if anybody knows Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's got a jersey with his name on it.
Don't forget to give away the stickers.
And Mr. Alex Mott, we're going to be giving away stickers courtesy of Alex Mott. He helps to run the Hormesis fan page, the Hormesis headband fan page on Facebook. That was a hard one for me to get out.
Penguin Dynasty says that's his real name.
Oh, Penguin Dynasty is my real name in the virtual world. Yeah. YouTube doesn't share any data with me, so if anybody's worried about Big Brother, well, they know all the data, but I don't get it.
Yeah.
So. And I need to give it to you guys. So, so sorry. Alex Mott is going to be giving us some Hormesis stickers to give away. So, yeah.
Joe Pike?
Can I send you? Yeah, absolutely, Joe. And for this goes for everybody. So, Joe, what was Joe's question? Read it up.
Any chance? I got to run here shortly, but I can send you a mask as a raffle giveaway. Raffle money to charity, maybe.
Done deal. What we'll do is, if you guys ever have any donation stuff that you'd like to give away to re-gift on the show, I know a bunch of you guys have already done that.
Ryan Fitzgerald said he sent you his address.
Oh, you did?
Last Monday.
Okay. All right. Send it again. I got a ton of them last time. So I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't. Okay.
Instagram.
I'll find it then. Or you can send it again. But what I was getting at was I don't know what I was getting at. Oh, if you guys have anything that you want to get rid of that is in new condition, then shoot us an email or a message, and we'll give you our address, and we can donate it on behalf of you, on your team, on charity. I know AG Paintball sent us a pair of goggles to give away, and a pair of pants, I think, a while back. And then
Energy Elite
gave us a pair of goggles. So if you guys have anything that you would like to give back to, and Seth Martin gave us a Hormesis headband to give away. Bart Crahan also did one with a coin duel challenge. So we've gotten a ton of stuff from you guys re-supporting and reinvigorating the paintball population out there and the fan base that are watching the show. So if you guys have anything that you want to give away in the name of anybody or anything, let us know, and we will be happy to gift it and re-gift it. Joe Pike wants to give out something for charity, and we'll raise money.
Joshua said I can donate my 2 cats.
Okay.
We actually just got re-donated a hedgehog.
Yeah, we lost the hedgehog. Remember I said we lost the hedgehog? It's been gone for like 2 weeks, so we thought the worst.
It is okay.
It not only made it from our backyard, it walked across the street.
Like 3 houses up.
and to the right, up. The thing doesn't have long legs,
Yeah.
so it moving that far is tough. But the fact that it was able to climb up these stairs,
Yeah.
somehow, I'm still confused as to how it got up there. It makes no sense how this thing climbed up anything.
Yeah.
So anyway, it made it to our neighbor's house across the street, and then it went into the bushes and it was living in the bushes for a couple of days because I guess the neighbors complained that the neighbor's dog was barking all night because the dog saw this hedgehog running around in the yard scavenging for who knows what, and then eventually, I guess late last night, Camille got a phone call because somebody found out the neighborhood started talking to each other like, "There's a fucking hedgehog!
Yeah, who's
Like, what do we do with this thing?"
Are they breeding in here?
Yeah, and so anyway, we got a hedgehog. They're also illegal in California, so don't rat us out.
Are they?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm calling the cops.
You should.
Get that thing out of here. I heard it. I was sleeping this morning when it got delivered, and I was like, I
Yeah.
thought he was
I thought
onto
he
a
was-
new life.
Yeah, I thought he was gone. I thought he was onto a better, more mobile life.
Yeah.
But I guess he is mobile.
Yeah.
So yeah, and because they get into like the local population, they start breeding, and then there's hedgehogs everywhere. So
Oh, really?
that's how like when they don't allow specific species
Yeah.
to like infiltrate the place. Like they'll bring snakes to, Hawaii
Yeah.
or New Zealand.
Bring alligators over here.
Don't bring alligators over here. Don't bring pythons into Florida. There's a reason for all this stuff. But anyway, so yeah, what isn't illegal in California? That's right. So yeah, hopefully we don't get busted now that it's on the internet. We just ratted ourselves out.
Yeah. What kind of a ticket is that?
What kind of ticket is it?
Or is it like a year in jail for you?
I don't think
You
so.
and Camille? Because there's a lot of proof out there that I said no.
Yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, we got the hedgehog back. Team USA is up and running. I think their practice is next weekend with Nick Laval's going to be there coaching those guys, and then we'll get to that, and then there's a link in the description down below that you can get the new Team USA jerseys. They were just released. There's a camouflage one, and there's a standard red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
So those kids leave to Europe in I think 2 weeks or 3
Wow.
weeks. Yeah. So in the interest of supporting Team USA, definitely check out the jerseys. It's teamusapaintball.com, and you can pick up a jersey and it'll support the team. All proceeds go to Team USA and the funding of them being out there. Committed Paintball, Boston Paintball, and a lot of the parents are really helping to foot the bill. But anything obviously always helps. Pay for hotels, pay for paint, pay for entrance fee, pay for. I think they're gonna probably enter in a team on the side out there, so that they can all kind of compete in both of them. So
Nice.
all sorts of really good stuff going on there.
Nick is heading out there to help them for practice, right?
Yeah. He's gonna be coaching them just in practice. I don't think he's
Yeah.
flying out there though.
Oh, I forgot to say. Did you see his
Yeah.
Twister got stolen actually? So if any guys out there,
Yeah,
probably
Denver.
look at his. I don't know if it's still up.
It's not.
But
I checked it out.
yeah, he was at a clinic and his gun got
We were
stolen.
just talking about that too.
Yeah.
So yeah, Nick Laval's gun got stolen. His Twister is a pewter Twister, Geo4.
Yep.
Yeah, Geo4 was taken out of the pits during one of his clinics
It's like a full setup.
in Denver, right? Like it was.
Yeah.
I don't know what the field was.
I don't either.
Okay. So, yeah, that sucks, man. That really sucks because we were just talking about that. It's a really small community. So, paintball is obviously a small community as is, but if anybody out there gets offered to buy a Twister and it does not have the certificate of authenticity, then string
That's
that
hot.
person, string them along for a little bit, get a hold of Nick Laval, and let's go find that guy. Also, we do need cozy. Shout out to the Play the Game koozie right here. Look at that. Marcelo got this one for me.
Nice.
Yeah, looks nice. We got to put up a cartoon battle between the Spick and Span Show logo and the Play the Game podcast logo. See who actually looks more like.
Who made their logo? Do you know?
I don't know who made their logo. That's a good question. Let's see.
Maybe
who
Alex?
Spick and Span's logo. No, not this one. I don't think Alex made that one. I don't think that this one. That he made this one. But we can make this bigger so we can. just so everybody's well aware. This is Alex Fragi right here. He made this one, which is pretty good, and obviously we had it digitized and rendered into a video, and now it's for everybody
Now we're
to
big
see.
time. We're heading to Broadway. Dizon said they took their certificate also.
Oh, they did.
I didn't know that, but
It seemed like Nick posted the
Yeah.
certificate. I don't know if they took the certificate, so I'm not sure about that one, but possibly.
Alex said, anyone want to buy a gray GO4 twister?
And then we got Alex Fragi, who will be joining us here shortly because obviously everybody likes Alex. I need to get some new pictures of Alex though, so we can get some more emojis going.
Yeah.
We need to ramp up the emojis. Also, for those of you guys who are the Mega Support Status members, you can thank Alex Fragi in advance for hand inputting everybody's addresses into the shipping station that he uses. He said, I said, how do you want me to do it? Do you want me to send everything out? Because all you guys are going to be getting a little Hormesis thank you package. And he said, you know what? Just send me all the addresses. I will type them in manually. I've got plenty of time on my hands, and then I will package everybody's individually. So I want to thank Alex.
Yeah, you could just send him a picture of the Excel sheet instead of actually sending it to him.
Camille loves doing that. If I need someone's phone number, she'll just screenshot it and send it to me instead of just copying and pasting it. That's like the easiest.
Dave
Yeah.
Dave Baines also likes to do that when he's sending us an address that we need to go to. He just brings
Screenshots it.
screenshots
Yeah.
it instead of just holding the address down.
Yeah, that makes it
Copy.
really, really easy. So, yeah, everybody make sure you thank Alex Fragi if you guys are a super mega support status member. Also, for those of you guys who are mega support status members, you guys got in on the ground level of the ICC jersey orders. So I'll be extending that to some of us. And then you got that push bag out there? This month, I think we're going to hit our 50th episode at the end of the month, so we're going to go really big on that one. Push came up and gave us a ton of stuff. Don't hit any of this water. This is dangerous. We've got this cooler bag that's going to go out to the members, so not every member, but the wheel will be spun maybe next week or the end of the week or sometime, at some point in time here.
This bag is awesome.
This bag is so awesome. So it's a big cooler bag. We've been using this thing I've had this for maybe a year now, since it came out. I got it right when it came out.
Yeah.
And it fits a ton of stuff. They really wanted me to highlight how many beers it can hold, but you can put in a lot of other things.
How many beers?
I don't know. I gotta look at the email. But there was like
40.
Now after playing ICC, that is something that's like a lot of people didn't have any waters in their cooler. They only had beers.
Yeah.
So let's see what we got here. Cooler bag, plenty of room for 50 beer cans with
50.
ice. Yeah, that's good. So or soda cans if you like to drink LaCroix. I love LaCroix. I also like beer, so let's not really get it twisted. I think you get a bottle opener too, of course.
On the side of there somewhere?
Yeah, there's a bottle opener as well. So
Look at that.
very sturdy. So we're going to give this away. We're going to spin the wheel towards the end of the month for the Mega Support Status members. And they also hooked us up with a bunch of headbands. They're not Hormesis headbands by any means, but these are going to go out to the Super Mega Support Status members at the end of this month as well. And then there's also a pair of push goggles. So these are going to be going out for the 50th show anniversary as well. So Push really came through for this month and hooked it up.
Always love that. The case.
I just like the case.
Yeah.
I mean, the goggles I'm sure are really good because you can breathe in them, but I just feel like
Case.
this is a good fit.
Yeah. Case is great.
So Davian, I did a couple coin duel challenges out there. So first, remember Quinn Nadeau was challenging me. He's like, I'm a hip shooter. I shoot from the hip all the time, right? He's like, I practice it all the time. And I'm like, oh wow. He's like, do you want to challenge me? I go, that sounds like you just set me up.
Yeah.
But all right, let's do it. So we did the quick draw challenge, and
one ball.
You get one ball, and if you miss, you take a step forward, and you get another ball, and if you miss, you step forward, right? And so if you get shot in any extremity, though, it has to be a kill shot. So if you get shot in any of those extremities, you basically lose your arm or whatever, or your leg. So I shot him in his shooting finger on like the third round. And so he had to go left-handed, and after that, it was game over. And then I shot him right in the heart. And then Stens from Revo was like talking shit on the side because they were right there. He's like, "Why don't you challenge a real pro? Like, why don't you challenge a real pro?" I go, "Come on out!"
Yeah.
And all these guys were like, "Oh!" And then he goes, shit. And he comes out, bah, just blasted him right in the heart on my second shot.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, so I smoked him. But Davey had a great one. I was trying to collect legend coins from everybody, and a lot of people were... What's inside this thing? Oh, you get tools?
Didn't want to play.
Davey kept making... Everybody would make excuses. Oh, you get tools with these?
Yeah, Fran challenged me at the field the other day, but then he never followed up with it.
Exactly. Everybody talks a big game until you're... I was like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
But Davey had a really good one. So Davey said, all right, let's do this. We stand like at a distance apart, and you get a spotter, and you blindfold yourself, right? And so I shoot, and then the person behind me goes, shoot to the left, and then I just have to move my gun around.
I like that.
So this would be good. This would be good to wear for that.
It's like your caddy.
Mm-hmm. So if I did this, I was like, and then eventually just take a hot one.
Chase is up one, so I can't join the member thing on my phone. Well, I don't myself even have a membership, so I can't give you a membership, but
yeah,
you can do it when you get back to your computer.
Yeah, there might be a way.
I think there are people have. You might have to get the actual YouTube. Do it from the YouTube app.
The YouTube app, I think. Maybe.
Yeah. I believe that.
Very good question. Very, very good question. So,
don't forget to hit that like button.
Yeah, I need to get that like button thing popped up here. Yeah, there's a like button right here. Hit that.
We got a lot of people in here without half the likes.
And thank you for the support there, Mr. Thien Nguyen. I'm not really good with pronunciations of these names. It's half the time. But thank you very much for your support. And yeah, so let's do this. Actually, I do have an ICC little video that I do want to show everybody.
Nice.
Yeah, so let's jump over to that right now, and this is courtesy of Go Sports. And
right out here on the
let's check this out.
I would love to see it.
Alex has a lot of smarts. He comes, he's going to do something dirty. Goodbye.
Oh, he gets it.
Oh, already going to do some big moves.
Really missing for one. Frazier going to go for the inside move on the bump of the snake. Does he get him?
Yes, he did. Nobody came hard. Was Soya. No. Get out.
It's a great trade, too.
Maybe a big breakout. A lot of guns up. A lot of guns up on Ryan's team. Oh, goodbye.
Oh, big move by Alex Frazier.
Super clean.
Big move
Okay,
to the
Adam,
center.
another nice
there we
move.
go.
Oh,
There we
and Adam got it again.
Wait, he missed Chad? Oh, my goodness.
He knows what's up.
Yep.
Chad is a beast, and I don't mean to say he's.
Hey, Marshall grabbing that flag, running it back.
So is Maddie, Rich, and
40, all family, all fucking day. Hey, on three, thank you, Tim. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Tim! TM40, baby! TM40! Josh, move your head. I tried that, but I got shot. He's on close. Thank you, guys. Thank you. That was a fucking triumph. I don't know who's going to picture of our team.
So that was a pretty cool little video that Go Sports put together, a little highlight reel. That was laying down in the middle of the field. Chris Lasoya was a little out of gas.
Wow.
But the winners, well, I know that Maddie hung the flag at the end there. I did shoot Maddie in the pack before any of that happened. But we technically won because they ran out of time. They just let the time go.
Yeah.
The game was over. And we played 14 on 14 and so or 15 on 15. And people were just reincarnating. They kind of just kept coming back in. And so yeah. And Alex Frazier was not injured. He did take a bad spill, and it was actually he did it twice. He fell twice, I think, pretty hard. Like jumping over those things is dangerous. Billy Bonacci knocked himself out.
No.
Yeah, knocked himself out. Had to go to the hospital.
At this one?
Yes, at this event. Not during that game. And he kept playing. He was still fine. Fine, technically. It was in the 5-man, actually.
Jesus.
Which Dynasty won. I know there was a little caveat and some confusion to who actually won ICC because I put Dynasty wins ICC, but it was the 5-man that we won. So congratulations to Infamous and Team Frazier for winning the All-Star game. And you gotta realize Alex is very
So he,
resilient.
Did Billy like slam his head into?
No, he dove and his tank hit him in the lip, in the mouth, and he's like, I fully blacked out. I was fully out. And he came to and he thought he like blew his teeth out. Yeah. And he split his lip, so we just went and got some antibiotics, and he was good. Connor, we are not coming out to the NXL SAC event, but I know Alex, Yosh, and I will all be out there. So, and Marcelo will be out there too. I think Marcelo will be coaching somebody.
Should be out there too.
Are you going? Are you gonna play?
We're talking about it.
Still?
Yeah. We don't have everyone, but some people's schedules are making it a little tough.
Combined
I think we have,
forces.
like five or six guys.
See what you guys are doing. You're gonna end up playing with DMG.
No, they have their full team.
I know
They'll
that.
probably play on their own.
I know it. So, yeah, anyway, Dynasty won't be out at SAC, but most of us will be. So, we'll just be out there kind of hanging out, which is that's more fun. No, I'm joking. I actually want to play.
So who would you say, in your opinion, is like the best retired pro out there? Like, or you can even give me like a top 3 that impresses you.
So, I'll tell you what, LB Fowl, Brian Fowl,
Yeah.
is really good still.
Really?
Yeah. And he doesn't actually even play a lot.
No.
He's not even involved in paintball whatsoever.
Yeah.
He was money. Him and Al Martinez from X Factor, the coach and owner of X Factor.
Well, he's still kind of.
He kind of plays. Yeah, he'll jump in here and there. But the two of them held us off in game 1, and it was 5-on-2, I think. 4-on-2. Frank's pretty decent. Let's see here. Todd actually played pretty well. Maddie played really well too. Like all those guys still got it. Like you got to go back and watch the All-Star game, and you're like, no way, dude. Adam Gardner bunkered Chad George, and then like got like a 3-pack.
Whoa.
Out of the 50. He jumped over the snake. His goggles were popping off in midair. Grabbed him out of midair, put him back on, crawled up, and then came up on the inside and shot a bunch of people. And then Alex came out on his own team, shot him in the back 3 times.
Wow.
No, actually, Alex rolled out and snapshot him. Then came back up over the top and shot him again because he wasn't sure if he hit him, and then realized that it was Adam. But that happens, that happens. The heat of the moment. And so there's a. Hey Ryan Knott, is there a pic of Billy? I'm not sure.
Thanks, Taylor Johnson.
Yeah, shout out to Taylor Johnson for jumping in as a member. Yeah, Carl Markowski's still really good. I mean, he's a retired pro, but I kind of don't really count him as a retired pro because he's still right in there.
Yeah.
You got to say, who's really good?
Out for like 5-10 years.
Davey Williamson. Davey Williamson might be the best one.
Really?
Dude, Davey Williamson, I would pick him up still today.
Yeah.
We actually talked about it. No, Davey's really good.
That's awesome.
At our last event there, 2 years ago, Davey didn't get shot the whole event.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, he obviously got shot a couple times out here. Davey, in game 1 of the semifinals, ran down and bunkered somebody out of that diamond on the other side, and for some reason there was a giant metal pole there as well. He slammed into the pole with his leg. He had the bubble on his shin looked this big. It looked like this was popping out. It was bleeding. We're like, all right, well, Davey's out, and he's like, no, I'm still good. I'll be able to play. And he played 20 minutes later, and then his loader went down. His spire went down, and he was the last guy alive, which is not where you want to be. Tyler Humphrey, yeah.
I think you got to take like the Carl Markowskis and the Drew Templetons out of the
right. So it's got to be like a
argument.
retired for 5 years or more, kind of thing. Billy Saransky got in the snake and was crawled down to their side. Travis Lemansky played really well. Also, loud, shooting off the break, really good. But he also competed in the event. Actually, most of these guys all competed in the event, so I guess that counts.
Yeah. So is Tyler Humphries, do they have a team of the older trauma guys?
Yeah, it's the Gridlock.
Yeah.
You got to jump in.
They've asked me to play with them.
Dude, you should play with them, and you got to wear your old Gridlock jersey.
Yeah.
You can still fit into that thing?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a medium or a large.
That's like a small.
No,
best.
it's not a small. I wore it
then you drive that thing on high heat.
I wore it last time I went out to Clinic.
Oh, really?
Paintball Central.
Oh, dude, you got to go.
Remember that video?
Yeah, that's true. Good point. Good point. You should actually.
They ask me every time.
Yeah. You should go play with them because the ground out there. If you play the ICC, you're fine. There's nothing there's like a couple on the hybrid field that they have that you have to kind of go up and down. It's like
Yeah.
a little sketchy, and then there's like a big long run on the woods field that could be sketchy. But
Yeah.
other than that, like, it's really nice.
That's awesome.
The Mounds field is super crazy. I hate the Mounds field, but the Mounds field reminds me of going into battle during ancient times. What it would be like, where like you're a really good warrior, except you just didn't get hit by the arrows at the beginning. You're like running an arrow,
Yeah.
like people are just getting shot
Yeah,
down all
yeah.
the side of you, and you're like, you got to get into battle.
Yeah.
That's how it is playing the Mounds field.
Mm.
You just run over and you see just balls just whizzing all around you, and you just get lucky or not.
Oh,
So,
man.
if you guys ever have a chance, an opportunity to play the Mounds field out there, it's pretty hectic and really fun. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, I need to go back on to Ghost Wars and see if that Energy Fight Club craziness is on there.
Yeah, I'd like to watch it too. Because I didn't see it firsthand, but it might be. We'll have to ask Darren. Darren might be able to send me a clip of it, even.
Well, they said the video of Billy is on his Instagram.
Billy, Fallen?
Yeah.
He just sent Ryan Knott just sent it to me. If I get it in a file, I can bring it up. Ryan Knott,
Ooh.
let's see it.
What's the
Oh
picture?
no! All right, I'm gonna send this to the this. Oh god, that's bad. All right, we're gonna pull this up here right now.
Oh.
So this
So
is.
he hit it on his hopper, it looks like? Or maybe a tank?
we're gonna dissect this one. I'm sorry, Billy. I picked on him a little bit already.
Dude, it looks like
With
you can
that
see
video.
his face buckling.
God. All right, here I'm gonna bring this this video up here. Let's see, where just pull it up. See.
Was his chin really messed up?
His chin wasn't bad actually. Image 9? Where is this image? There we go. So, here's Billy Bernaccia. Tips up, everybody. Dude, I'm just glad he's all right. I saw him this morning. So I think he hit his bottle. Man, that was rough. Yikes.
Was Rainey out there?
Rainey was not out there. I
I
think.
feel like he's pretty good. He'd be pretty good in this.
Yeah, I could see him being pretty good also in this scenario. He's really good in the woods. Rainey's really good in the woods. And let's talk to. So this is Billy diving in right here. Trying to get a closer look. So yeah, this one's a rough one. Hunter Reardon was out there. Mega support status member from the show. Yeah, that's bad, huh?
Really bad.
So, but yeah, he said he was out. He knocked him out. Also, those red, white, and blue jerseys are not really something that you want to wear in the woods. I feel like that was a strange choice
Yes.
for what they decided to do. Not totally sure why again that they did that. But I'll post up another video. This one's pretty fun. I got a nice little video of a move. I think I got like. Let's see here. I'll put this one. Oops, I sent that to the wrong. Sent to the iPad. So I'm gonna send a video of playing in the woods right now. So that way maybe Kyle can like get excited about it too.
I showed him because I was on the show last week when I got back. But so we always do like an annual woods ball game at the summer camp, and I try to take a really long time to get ready, hoping that they would all walk out there, and then I would be like, "Oh, I missed you guys." But they all waited and made sure that I got up there, so I didn't get out of it.
Oh yeah, you try to get out of that one also.
I just try to take a long time to get ready. You guys just want to
Hey, kill
all
Alright,
60
hold on.
people.
I'm gonna restart this one real quick. So this is just a little context here. This one is a video of us playing in the woods. I think I just yeah. Hold on. Let me start this one over again. So we're gonna start this one over because that way everybody can get a little prep here as to what's going down. But this is that Opkix camera. I put it on a handful of different times and definitely got lucky. On this one in particular, I was like, I'm not going for the flag. I got to go for glory here because I got the camera on. So
I did think I saw that video of Todd doing a barrel roll down the mountain.
Todd doing a barrel roll down
It
the
was,
mountain
like, over and down, right?
Yeah. Verbal took that photo. That was a good one. But this one was pretty funny too because the Woods Ball field was kind of tough. It was like a lot of teams stalemated in it. But if you went like super hard, then and the other thing is like athleticism really plays a big role in this because a lot of people they're not as fast. If you're not as fast, right? So that's why you'd excel in this. Mouse would excel. Like guys who are fast. Arturo and I just ran like way deep, further than anybody else did.
Oh wow!
And then we overwhelmed these guys right away, and so they weren't able even to push up even anywhere near where they would go on like a quick secondary or even running off the break. So we pushed these guys back, and we scored a perfect 100 on them.
Wow.
And it was like a quick game too. So let's play this one here, real quick.
Hey, kill 7! Hey!
Figure it out.
How about that last one though? and then Grayson and Marcelo were right there. I had to stop and I was like, stop shooting.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to yell right in the hole.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that last guy, when I ran up, I was kind of out of breath, so your feet get really heavy. It's like thud, 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 thud. I ran up on him and he kind of looked back at me, but he didn't like get a good look at who I was. And then he's like, all right. So he just
Like, it's
turned
too
back
late.
and I go,
Yeah.
no. I knew immediately that he thought it was his own team, his team coming to help him. Like I knew immediately like his body posture. So I was thinking in my mind, I was like, I should be like, all right, man, where are they at?
Yeah.
But anyway, I just shot him 3 times in the back, and he turns around. He's like, "What the? Oh no! I thought you were on my team." And I noticed that. Like, it's like, thanks for not shooting me in the back of the head 10 times. But
I saw some people saying Chris Osoya surrendered someone.
yeah, that was pretty good. Chris did like this little walk-up move. I think I have that video somewhere too. But yeah, Chris Osoya surrendered somebody.
In the woods?
No, in the hyperball field.
Oh, wow.
So he went up and bunkered somebody, shot him a bunch, and then walked up to the next guy and like just tapped him with his barrel a couple times. And he's like, "Hey man, you need to get out of here."
Yeah.
Like, how nice is that?
Let's
People
see,
sometimes
execute
think
him.
Chris Osoya is misunderstood. I would say Chris Osoya is misunderstood.
And he also ran into a bunker in the middle of the field.
Yeah,
On the phone,
yeah.
And I saw that. And didn't see that.
Yeah. He's a little out of shape also. So Maddie called it. It would have been called the run through, but it was just the walk through from Chris Osoya. So
The trip through.
So yeah, he was in the ice the whatchamacallit game too. He just kind of like ran and just flopped on the ground. He's like in the All-Star game.
Someone asked if there was any dead man walks.
There were no dead man walks that I'm aware of. Nobody dead man walked us.
Do you have
this little plastic armband. You can't really see it.
Does it get pulled off? Probably doesn't.
It's
get
meant to
pulled
be pulled off. Yeah, the
Right.
ref is supposed to.
Doesn't.
I know that some people reinserted throughout the weekend.
off. Like in the woods.
Yeah, if you're walking back in the woods, like when I bunkered somebody and we were just shooting the shit on the way back, and it was like no one's watching. Like,
Yeah.
You know, I could have reinserted at any
Yeah,
point in
yeah.
time, and then like I saw our guys grab the flag and run back, so I just turned around. I didn't go to the dead box. I just turned around to get my pods.
Yeah.
And I could have easily just been like, my arm. If I didn't tore my armband off, I could have easily just walked in and checked it. And
Yeah.
You know. But I don't play that game, so that's where I'm at right there. So let's do this real quickly.
How many refs are in the woods?
I don't know.
Chase
That's
2
a-
also said there's not enough.
There's not enough, and that's the
You
other
probably
thing.
never have.
In the
enough.
semifinals and finals, when they start consolidating the fields, so it goes down from 4 fields to 3 fields, and then from 3 fields to 1. They need to grab all those refs and put them
For
on the
sure.
field. Yeah, they absolutely need to grab all those refs and put them on the field.
So is the final game? Is it like a combination of all the fields, or is it just on the hyperball?
No. So all finals games are only on the hyperball field.
Okay.
Right. So semifinals and finals are only on the hyperball field, and then the refs are just
Is it just one game too?
No, so you'll have 3 teams in there. So this is also the tricky thing. It's like if you beat a team. So if I beat you with like a 99 or a 98, then and now if I'm the top seed team, and then you have to next play the other team. Once you 2 guys have played, and I'm about to play my second match because you played 2 matches, I can then see what the scores are, right? So if you guys won the second game, then all I need to do is make sure I don't lose. Like you can play these points, and it kind of makes it a little boring. So that's another thing that a lot of people don't really like about it.
Yeah.
Is like if it's a 3-team round robin, the highest seed gets to play the first game and then the final game. So you get to see what the scores are. So for instance, we lost our first game in the semis to the Revo guys. They're called Darkside, and then but then they lost to the Philly Americans. Okay, so we calculated the scores. If we had won with 6 bodies alive against the Philly Americans, then we would have gone on. So you can kind of see where you need to be and what score you need in order to advance. Unfortunately, we lost 3 guys off the break, so that didn't help a lot of stuff. So.
But wait, you made it through, or that's how you got?
No, that's how we got knocked out. That's how we got knocked out.
Oh.
But we ended up losing both games. But you can go 1-1 and still, like, if the scores are right there, then you can kind of like get in there. Let's grab a little box here from Mr. Frady. We'll put this guy on here, give him a little bit of a call.
Also wanted to bring up WC, talk about the winners out of there for the other weekend.
Yeah, let's get that. We're going to have Jerick Van Cleve as well from the WC. Oh, here we go. End and accept. There he is. There he is. Hold on. You're at the store?
Yeah. I'll call you back in 2 seconds.
What do you mean you'll call me back? You just called me back. I
know, but I'm letting you know I'm going to call you back.
What store?
What store are you at?
7-Eleven?
Good Earth Natural Foods.
Good Earth Natural Foods.
Yeah.
Is that how you say so limber, huh?
That's right.
You get that organic food.
Hold on. I gotta pay.
Why didn't you just call me back in a couple of minutes instead of calling me back and then getting on here and now making everybody say
I gotta get lunch for my daughter for school tomorrow. I got cookies and bananas.
That's all she eats? That's all you feed her?
Yep.
Okay. So wait, are you gonna hang up on us, or what are you gonna do? What's the game
Okay,
plan?
I'm done now.
Okay.
Listen. That story you told about Adam is wrong. I got in the snake. I set up that move. He bunkered Chad, and then I figured if he lived, he would be crawling down to their side just like a normal person would. Instead, he started crawling back towards me, and I popped over the top of my spot, and all I saw is 2 feet crawling towards me.
What do you mean?
So
Wait. Explain to me how 2 feet would be crawling towards you.
Well, I mean, I couldn't see his head because all I could see was his feet because he was coming towards me, and then the bunker was in the way.
So when you move
and I was
forward,
popped over the top.
Okay.
So I saw feet of a person crawling in my direction. So then
was he backpedaling? Was he backpedaling, or you saw his heels?
No, he was crawling. I saw his heels.
Okay, gotcha. He was on. Okay.
Yeah, and
I was
then
confused right there for a second.
Yeah, it was a little confusing.
and then so I smoked his legs, and then just to make sure, I popped out the side and then drilled him all over his body, and that's when I realized it was him. Yeah.
So you did shoot Adam over the top and then come out the side and then shoot him some more.
Yeah, I murdered him.
That's kind of what I said, right?
It is, but in my defense, when I shot him, he looked like a bad guy.
You know what'd be funny is if you wore that mask inside and then you got in your car and didn't put your seatbelt on.
Yeah, that would be funny, actually.
we were talking about in the beginning here, and I don't know if you've been able to listen the whole time, but right in the beginning we were talking about how a lot of players are big time hypocrites when they cheat, and they get really mad when other people cheat them, even though they had just cheated somebody.
So I did hear that, and you're right. I mean, there are a lot of guys that are dirty, rotten scoundrels, but then when somebody cheats them, they feel like that other person is the worst person in the world, and they yell and scream about it. At this event, I mean, it's known that the refs don't really pull penalties unless it's really severe. So knowing that, a lot of the players take liberties and don't go out when they should because there's no consequences. And when you don't get a 1-for-1, for playing on, then people are gonna push the rules, and we don't get a 3-for-1 for wiping, and you just get pulled out. Then the next thing is people shooting from the dead box and extracurricular activities. So on the field stuff like bonus balling and I like to call it playing hard. When the refs are competent and enforcing the rules, then that's at your own risk. That's the way you want to play. Cool. A lot of guys play like that and they get away with it sometimes. Sometimes they don't. But you can make a reputation for yourself on one side or the other. Like Ryan, you're one of the cleanest players ever, and I think you have that rapport. So maybe if you do get shot in the pack or something going out, maybe the ref will give you the benefit of the doubt one time. I consider I like to play hard. I'll play the gray sometimes, but not in the NXL. I won't. The only times I get penalties is when I don't know I'm hit. The times I do, when I'm not trying to cheat. So, I get out when I can, or when I check myself and I miss it, or the ref comes over and it's too late. So, most of those penalties come when I'm actually not trying to cheat. It's just that you're playing hard, and it's just that gray area on the razor's edge. So, yeah, out there, man, and again, totally. If you can dish it, then you should be able to take it. Don't be a cheater and then get mad when the other person cheats you. And we've been doing this for long enough to where, say I shoot Kyle in the hopper and he rubs it on the bunker, and I'm like, hey Kyle, did I shoot you? And he'd be like, yeah, or yes or no. He'd say either way. I know I shot him, but I'm not mad at him about it. He's just trying to play hard and win for his team. I'm not like, dude, that guy is a jerk because he did that. Like, that's just the way he plays the game. Now shooting from the dead box and pushing and fighting, that's a whole nother story. But even bonus balling is fine. That's part of the game. Bonus ball me all you want. I bonus ball guys sometimes. I get bonus ball. That's part of the heat of the battle. But extracurricular activities like pushing and shooting from the dead box, that's no good and should be. That like flies in the face of the spirit of the game. It's just like in basketball, some guys foul hard, some guys, grab jerseys and that's just the way they play the game, and that's what it takes to win sometimes are those, critical moments, but you might get called for the foul. So that's my take on it.
Yeah, I think that you summed it up as good as can be, as far from that perspective. Now, let me ask you this, and this is something that we had a little bit of contention on at the BKI summer camp. Is like when we did the tournament, there were a handful of kids that you would say were playing hard. They were playing extremely hard, and it was a little unsettling because it wasn't something that we had seen while we were doing drills. Right, but as soon as they got into a tournament setting,
or that we teach at all,
or that we teach, we definitely don't teach or condone that in any way, shape, or form, because a lot of people, I think that the more you cheat, the more it stunts your growth and the trajectory of your ability to continue. Like,
no pun intended.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah. So to that point though, cheating in practice,
it
doesn't work. Yeah. You don't want to cheat in practice or whenever you're playing in a non-tournament setting. You're right, detrimental to your growth, because you've got to assume that you're not going to get away with that in a tournament. So you're absolutely right. In practice, the only person you're cheating in practice is yourself.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's something like now, how do you kind of nip that in the bud? And we were kind of talking about it as well as like next year for the summer camp, especially, should we have better refs out there and really penalize people?
Be strict about it.
And be more strict about it, so you can actually feel that there's some consequence to your actions. Because if you're kind of skating by now, a lot of divisional teams, whenever I talk to divisional teams, like, how'd you guys do at the NXL, or how'd you guys do out there, or whatever? Oh, we played pretty well, but like we got screwed by the refs. I'm beginning to understand maybe a little bit more that they're not actually getting screwed by the refs, that a lot of these people are just getting caught cheating a little bit. Mm-hmm. And you can even see it like on you'll see players cheat, and then you can come off the field and they're like, God, bullshit, there was no way.
Yeah.
If you go and watch some, and that happens on the pro level too. You see guys cheat, and then if they get caught, they're like, that was bullshit, I wasn't hit, But that's totally true.
been situations where I've gotten penalties, and I've done that exact same thing because I'm scapegoating, right? I'm like, because I'm stuck in the heat of the moment. But now I've become mature enough to know, okay, like last tournament, I got shot like in my leg going to the Dorito, right? And I looked down and I checked it, and I didn't see a hit. And the ref came over and rolled me over and checked me, and the paintball was in my pocket, broken. Like my pocket had opened up and it broke in my pocket. So he pulled me out and pulled a penalty, and I went over after the game. I'm like, next time I'm zipping my pockets up. And he was laughing, right? So I deserved it. I didn't see it. I wasn't intentionally trying to cheat, but what I didn't do is go, what, you pull a penalty, I wasn't hit, but I was hit. So,
Did I just play with paintballs in my pocket every game?
Yeah.
Just in case I run out of paint, I know that I have 4 in there.
But yeah, I do ask guys like on our team, oh, did you deserve it, right? And sometimes they say yes. And that's the situation. And I feel like right now we have a really good rapport with the refs in the NXL to where, you can go up to them and be like, hey, why'd you pull a penalty? And they'll tell you what they saw, and maybe it was a mistake and maybe it wasn't. And I've had refs tell me they made a mistake, and I've told them, yeah, that was a good call. I was a 1 for 1.
I actually had, it wasn't a penalty, but I was diving to the corner at this last event, and that ground was so hard and flat, the paintballs were exploding right on the lane. And as I'm diving, a ball hit the ground like right at my dive, and all the paint from that ball sprayed on my lens. But it wasn't an actual hit, and he pulled me out, and I'm like looking at him like, no. I'm like, I didn't say anything, and then after the point I came to him, I'm like, hey, if you watch, all the paint is hitting the landing zone and sprayed on me. And he goes, now that you say that, and I'm looking at your mask, he's like, I see what you mean. He's like, I'm sorry, I'll try to do better at that, which is cool.
Yeah, see, that's money, dude. I mean, that's a good exchange. You understood why he pulled you out.
Yes.
You got to plead your case, so.
And it's done at that point.
That's a mutual respect. Dude, being a ref is hard.
For sure.
Man.
It's also thankless.
You want to watch the game. There are 5 guys out there. You're trying to listen to your radio, trying to focus in on. You're watching a guy who's battling out of 2 sides of his bunkers. I mean, the things happen so fast. It really is hard. And props to those guys. And right now, I feel like Trozen and Tom Cole have assembled a really good reffing crew. But yeah, I mean, again, like getting real heady about it and, getting worked up when you get a penalty does not help. It just, a lot of the times the penalty gets called, you accept that you get a penalty and then move on. I'm just as guilty of letting that get in my head or our team's head, thinking, oh, these refs are screwing us. That's not the case. I mean, refs are just trying to do their best, and you're playing hard.
Yeah.
So sometimes you're on the good side of those calls, and sometimes you're on the bad side of those calls. And sometimes it's a wrong call, sometimes it's a right call. But everyone's doing their best, and I feel like I'm backing up. Anyway, the intro to the show looks fabulous. Shout out to David Rom.
I know, he crushed it. That's awesome.
Outstanding.
Yeah, we're stoked. We're stoked on that one for sure.
I don't have a charger.
Big shout out to David. But yeah, I mean, I think that one of the things, like you said, that are really important is that you kind of just fess up to it, or come clean to your teammates, right? You're not like, oh, that was BS. I wasn't hit, because then it just kind of keeps digging you in. And a lot of people have that misconception that, well, if I tell them that I got shot, they're probably not going to have confidence in me next time that I go out. Maybe I'll get sat. But when in reality it's just like, you got to come to grips with it when it happens, especially on the big stage, because otherwise everybody starts getting in their minds that they don't want to play the tournaments because they're getting screwed by the refs.
Yeah, it's just like when Gaylord Falker painted that Jinxie Cat's tail black.
Exactly like that.
Don't get yourself into that situation. Just
great analogy. Great. Just like when he painted Jinxie Cat's tail.
And I can appreciate, you're at a clinic and like all you guys are watching, and you've got these kids that you've been talking to, or players you've been talking to and teaching for the past couple of days, and you've got them in a setting where it's competitive and they want to do good and they want to impress.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why that situation is they're playing a little bit harder than usual. So yeah, I mean it is razor's edge, and I feel like circumstances change. I mean, when you put that barrel camera on your gun, I mean, do you play a little bit differently? Maybe. I think you do.
Yeah, I go for bunkering and bonus balling. Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I have to. You saw the video.
It's in the back of your head. It's a thing, right? Like the tournament is a different setting, right? So you're gonna have to get that experience in the tournament, and then you can understand the pace and the type of play is a little bit different when there's reps there. I mean, I wish we had reps in practice. That would be great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would help out. It would help out quite a bit, and I think that's something that we're going to try to implement a little bit more, and make sure that everybody's aware of next time we do a large BKI type of event, because we did see that there were a lot of players that were playing a little hard, and it was again a little disconcerting because we didn't teach that, and we want them to grow as a sport.
Or even like talk about it.
Yeah, or even talk about it. Yeah.
And if there were kids out there, I mean, let's be serious. If there were kids out there repping us during an Impact Dynasty practice, and like a kid pulled Mouse out on like a questionable call or a questionable hit, Mouse would lose his mind. There's no consequences there. He can't get a penalty, really, not a penalty that matters. So, I mean, yeah, it's a tough one because the top pros have egos too, and in practice, those things. Guys cheat in practice. I've cheated in practice before. It's just not helpful when you get to the tournament.
And do you remember? I think Kyle, you were on the team. Remember when Dalton pulled a 1-for-1 on us in practice because like someone like played on like our own team, or what was it? Or maybe like he wasn't touching the barrel of the flag station. And it was like some cheesy, funny little thing. I'm like. And he pulled out like someone on the tape, and then they just came down and shot the rest of us in the back. I'm like, why did they get pulled out? Oh, it was a 1-for-1. It would have been a 1-for-1. You're like, what? God damn it, Dalton!
Remember when I bunkered Alex right in the back, and then he did a full 280-degree turn to turn around?
But that was a joke, though.
And shot
I
you
knew
in the back.
it was you, and I was joking with you.
I was like, what?
And then the next time you bunkered him, like later on, you just shot the ground all around him
Yeah.
a bunch. We were talking about the gold and the black coin that I got this weekend.
Yeah, I heard that story. I was there. It was great. You're a king.
Did you see though how many of those guys started playing for coins right after that?
Yeah, it sparked some excitement, and other people wanted to join in the fun, and there was some Old West duels going on after Ryan showed them what's up. So, yeah, I like the blindfold idea. I'll definitely accept that challenge.
And the blindfold one sounds fun. What you got the second series, right? The second whatever iteration of the coins out right now?
Yeah, so if you buy a coin now, the first series of coins had Oliver on one side, and this one has Matty Marshall on one side. So every time I order them, I'm gonna make a different design just so it's collectible and kind of keeps it fresh.
Right, for sure. And I guess everybody keeps asking, but I'm pretty sure we've already answered it. But you're okay after you're falling to the snake. I actually didn't see it. I'm gonna have to go back.
Yeah,
and look
I'm good.
at it.
No, I'm totally good. It was just embarrassing that I smashed my loader. But yeah, no, it was a harmless fall. I haven't seen it yet either, but I was talking to Adam Gardner about it because I was like, yeah, who did the move better? Jokingly, because I know he did. And he's like, yeah, you stepped on the tube, and it's super slippery. So, you got to shoot the guy and then glide over. And actually, I looked at that move after, and I didn't watch me do the move. I just looked at the field, and I should have shot that guy and then took the backside of that other little V thing on the interior of the snake. I think that would have been a better move, but I had to commit and get him. But whatever.
And you know what that's called?
And I bunkered the 50 snake. I was mad about that.
And that's called home field advantage. That's called home court advantage right there. Because Adam's probably done that move a bunch of times. I'm surprised that his ligaments held his bones together also. When you guys have a very similar body type.
Yeah, but that All-Star game was sweet. And yeah, I will say some guys that still have it, you didn't mention, they were out there playing.
Oh yeah.
Nicky Cuba, who hasn't played in a long time.
That's right.
Was playing in Philly Americans. I mean, he looked great. Nicky Cuba and JR, John Richardson, also looked fabulous. Other than reinserting himself into the game several times after he got shot, I mean, the way he was playing was really good. So yeah, I mean, those guys, and obviously Lasoya. I don't know if you saw that video of him like bunker a couple guys and then surrender the guy in the back center. It's just great vintage Lasoya, dude.
That's awesome.
So yeah, as long as Chris has all his marbles. He's a great player.
Yeah, I have that video I think in here. Let me find.
I sent it to you.
You just did?
No, a while ago.
Of Chris
On
Lasoya?
Instagram. On Instagram.
Oh no, I need to have it on my phone. It needs to be in like high def. I need to send it to the computer. The computer needs to send it to the screen. We got it's a thing. It's a thing that we got going on here.
That you on your production.
Alex, I was asking Ryan who out of the retired pros impressed him the most. Like who do you think's the best is? Who do you think? Like, but you can't like the Drew Templetons and Carl Markowski's. Those don't count.
No. Like one person, do I have to pick?
You can pick like top 3.
All right, I'm gonna say Adam Gardner, just because of the position that he's playing. Like he's getting in there, and even though he only brings 2 pods, I call him 2-pack secure or 2-pack insecure. So Todd Adamson for sure, and let's see, who else would I throw in there? God, after this weekend, I'd have to say Nicky. I mean, Nicky just looks threatening. He looks so crisp.
That's awesome.
So those 3 guys, they're in good shape, and all they're and Nicky's not that old. I mean, he's like maybe a few years older than us. So he quit playing not because he's out of gas, just because of life circumstances. So maybe we'll see a little bit more of him, which would be cool. And he could probably go back and play in the NXL right now. I mean, he's not the quickest, but he's a smart player, and he's passionate, and he knows how to win. So I think he could be a good pickup for somebody.
Yeah, Ryan said you guys are picking up Davey.
I said Davey's still good.
Oh yeah, Davey too. Davey is excellent. I brushed past him because he was on my team. Davey and Rodney are really good still.
Yeah, Rodney had I'll tell you what, the legends. Sorry, not the old guys. The legends on our team really picked it up. Like they played probably better than most of us on a consistent basis.
Wow. Like
this was by far Glenn Forster's best event that he's played in the last 10 years. Rodney played extremely well in that corner. Tyler Mashad played awesome.
Yeah.
Tyler was great.
Tyler was great up the middle. He was a little bit low on endurance though. At one point in time, he grabbed the flag and had to run it back, and he took like 4 steps. He was going in slow motion. He's like, "Someone get it!" And as soon as Yosh grabbed the flag,
top cock too. I mean, he can get in the snag and grind it. I mean, he didn't have the best weekend, but he's a great player.
Mm-hmm.
Rodney came over here like 3 weeks ago and was asking Ryan if he wanted to go over the bunker names.
Yeah.
That's money. I mean, that's how you grind. I am mad at that. I mean, a lot of the teams, especially in the woods, go in and they're just like, this stick pile over there. But if you have a name for it, because there's 20 stick piles, you're way more organized. And I feel like we have an edge on teams in the woods because of that.
Well, that's actually funny because one of my original BKI drills that I taught was actually in the woods. And I said, everybody should go out and play in the woods for a couple of reasons. One, this is just pays homage to how you started playing paintball. And 2, it's just, it brings you back to your roots. It's really fun. But the most important thing is if you're able to communicate clearly and effectively in the woods with so many bunkers everywhere, even if it's something as simple as like, hey, see that stick pile that's in the sun? Like to the right of that, there's some tires, and that's where I think that guy is. Like getting really descriptive with that will help you to be more creative on the field and talk a little bit more. It's also another way for you to slow the game down. A lot of people struggle to slow the game down. And so this is like a BKI drill I explained to, and then the funny thing is we were out on the field naming all the bunkers, and somebody, I think Davey's like, oh, it's so stupid. You guys were like naming all the bunkers. We never used to name the bunkers when we were there. Like back in the day, we just called that the stick pile there. And I go, yeah. And then we came along and ruined all your guys' fun, and everybody got mad, and no one played 10-man until 25 years later.
Yeah.
So there's a reason why you name the bunkers.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. And, to your point on communication, I mean, now in NXL, you've got to communicate across a very narrow field with 5 guys, and that's problematic sometimes.
Yeah.
And when it's 10-man, you've got to communicate across a huge field with 10 guys where you can't even see the other side of the field. And, that's an important part of the game. When it's G1, you got to tell ball 1, G1, if you're last guy in the tape, you need to communicate that across, and it's got to go all the way across. So, that type of teamwork communication is definitely still very valuable in the NXL. I mean, if you're playing in a tournament, if I'm playing and I shoot a guy and say G1 and Ryan's right next to me and he doesn't say anything, number one, I don't know that he heard me, so I'm gonna keep screaming it until I hear him repeat it. And if he doesn't repeat it, then the guy next to him might not hear it. So it has to work in a chain reaction. And also, you hear it back, it's acknowledging that you affirm that you heard it heard the calls. So yeah, I mean, 10-man in the woods, certainly the team that can communicate and understand what's going on in the game. I mean, field awareness goes beyond what you see. It really is a teamwork thing. That it's another level that goes beyond the way we're playing paintball now in tournaments.
Yeah, and that was also highlighted when we did the All-Star game. Is I was trying to tell Tom Cole right next to me. I was like, hey, there's a guy in that Dorito 2 on the left, or it's the second one up on the left. He's across, and he just kept going, company! Company! I was like, are we shooting, guys? What the hell's going on? Tom, talk to me. Company! That's all he said the whole
company
time.
means he shot a guy.
I know, but he just kept screaming it, and I'm sitting on the corner, and those guys are not walking off. I think he was just screaming. I think it was just he was filling the air with company, just because it was really nostalgic and exciting.
Tom Cole was walking out there going to one of the back spots with 3 pods. And I was like, dude, you only have 3 pods. And he's like, oh, yeah, I know. I'm like, well, you're going to this back spot here. What if, like, the game goes long? And he's like, no, I'm good. And then he went and got a 4th pod. He's like, I've got 4 now. So between him and Adam Gardner, they had 6 pods.
Yeah.
I had 7 going to the snake.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that was funny. Some of the guys, it's funny to see and to play alongside those guys and kind of see what's going on.
How many teams were there?
Yeah, that was really fun, man. I mean, that All-Star game was like, that was almost like a dream, getting to play with guys that, you know, we competed against, but, you know, those guys were like, you know, they were our predecessors.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys were you know, instrumental in you know, inspiring us to play like we do. And, you know, I model my game after some of those guys.
Yeah.
I watched them play, and, you know, I mean, God, Chris Lasoya, I mean, everyone wanted to be Lasoya. I mean, Richie Malacheski, he was out there. Like, Richie Malacheski, that was like Oliver's idol. Oliver wanted to play like him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Mike Bruno, like, that's, you know, I model my game after how he plays. And, you know, I mean, Todd Adamson, like, one of the most tenacious guys ever. Like, the guy just, you know, knows how to win, and you watch that and you learn from it. Billy Saransi, like, I watched that guy intimidate people, you know, play mind games before the game, you know, win the cerebral battle, let alone be a leader of a team. You know, to play alongside those guys was really, really fun. And yeah, I mean, I wish we could do it more often, stuff like that, but, you know, I'm appreciative that it happened.
That's awesome.
Real quick, speaking of kind of guys that model careers, I know that you're working on a big project, but I want to get you on again later to talk about it. But what do you think the odds of getting both you and Oliver on a call on the next show or the next show after that or something like that, and maybe talk about your Iron Kids project that we're working on?
Yeah, I mean, the odds of that are good. The problem is Oliver's internet connection. I talk to him every once in a while on, you know, usually text, but I talk to him on the phone every once in a while, and whenever we try to do a video chat, the video stream quality is poor. So I'd have to, and obviously I think he has to go somewhere to get a good internet connection, so the timing might be a little awkward. But I'll
to the internet cafe.
I'll message him, and maybe we can get it going for next week.
All right, what do you guys think of that? Should we try to get Oliver on the show and talk a little bit about, because we got a cool project coming on, and what's your next release for Hormesis?
I have one this week. I've got the Medicine Men. I'm going to try to bring back the wait list. So it's just like you sign up for the wait list, and then I randomly activate emails. So there's no, like, rush to the drop. And yeah, I'll probably get that up tomorrow, and probably get, you know, hopefully activate everyone within the week. So I'll get those out, and then hopefully I'll have a packaging of more headbands from Oliver that I can box up and you know, get some more out to the people. But it's really exciting to see people wearing them out there.
Yeah.
You know, I love seeing them. I love seeing them get beat up and shot, and you know, worn in, and guys that I look up to and respect, and you know, kids that I don't know, and you know, I mean, I've met so many people because of that. You know, I mean, see someone with a Hormesis, and I'm like, yeah, man, you know, good for you, and they're like, yeah, here's my story. So it's really cool. So I'm really happy that people are enjoying it and appreciating it, and I appreciate all you guys.
Awesome. Well, I'll make sure that I'll let you go so you can drive safely. I want to make sure you're as safe as possible. You should probably put your mask back on, because I don't know if the touring has has those fancy air filters in there, so who knows what kind of
Yeah,
jersey.
if anyone out there knows how to get the check engine light off on a 2011 Volkswagen Touareg, let me know.
Just-
Oh, by the way, I've got my bracelets on.
Nice.
There we go. There we go. Shout out to the Spick Span Show bracelets. All right, Alex. We'll see if there's any mechanics out there.
Just
and
take
we'll
it to
send your way.
like a shady mechanic shop. I bet
Pep
they can
Boys.
just turn it off.
Just turn it off. It's just a computer program.
You can
yeah,
probably
yes.
reset it.
Playing hard. That's what I call playing hard.
All right, Al. Take care, bud.
See you guys.
Later.
Later.
All right. So, yeah, what do you guys think? Maybe we try to get Oliver on the show. I was talking to Alex about it a little bit, and that's something that we want to do. So, I bet we could get 100 likes for that. If we get the we'll get the like count up for that if we
Oh,
get
for
Oliver
sure.
on the show for sure. So a couple of you guys, really quickly, I want to give a handful of air horns here. Let's, where is it?
Yeah,
Because we got a bunch of we were slacking big time. I didn't want to cut Alex off, and I also I got this I got the video of Chris Lasoya here. I'm gonna put this on right now.
Now he's trying to,
So we got Billy Bernaccia.
establish and wrap and shoot that inside
This is
lane.
as
he
sweet as it
one
gets right there.
kill.
Two idiots
Billy
lined up
gets a
playing
ball
that
to
thing.
Billy Bernaccia. 2 kills
But
here. Kyle.
this is a little
Beautiful job
highlight
by
reel.
another body.
And then
Still
coming
on
up
two
next is going
bodies.
to be
Now, Lasoya's
watch
hunting
this.
for these
Here comes
last
Chris.
bodies. So he's going to come through
That
and
doesn't switch hands.
annihilate one.
This
And
gets his
he's gonna
signature
get
move. Watch
two.
this.
So Chris Lasoya
How much
gets
restraint is right there?
A walkthrough. Not so much a run through,
That's
but hey,
amazing.
you know, Lasoya gets
Wow.
it done. He gets those 2 kills. And
Let's just run that one back, right?
That's great.
now-
How great is that? Let's see if I can fast forward all the way to here. So,
come through
um,
and completely annihilate one, and he's gonna get two.
I mean,
so Chris Lasoya basically
how do you not shoot him right there? Look at that.
Not so much a run through, but hey, you know, Lasoya
Good
gets-
on you,
gets those 2
Chris,
kills
man.
with
That is,
the sacrifice.
that's-
No, he did.
Wow.
that's an air horn if I've ever seen one right there.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's your team owner. Surrendered my team owner. Oh no, field owner. So that was pretty epic right there. So hats off to Chris. He can still play,
Yeah.
and he lives in San Diego. I see him from time to time, and
Yeah, Mouse and I saw him back a few months back
yeah,
at Short Club.
at Shore Club.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
wow. He's at Shore Club. I saw him at the push when I went and picked up all the cooler and the goggles and stuff like that. So let's do this. We're at 99 likes. We're gonna hit 100 right now because I know that you guys are gonna do that.
Oh, there it goes.
There it goes. Let's grab that box of stuff. We've got a couple of microfibers and bands. We got the Lavina gift giveaway. We've got an HK barrel blocker and some bands. So I'm gonna go ahead and start spinning the wheel. So let's jump over to the other screen because we got one other thing that we're gonna do here. So for those of you guys wondering how to get on the screen, how to win, you just got to join the channel and support the channel, and we do giveaways every time, and you get stickers, you get cool things, you get sometimes big things, and sometimes you get goggles. I still have this Dynasty barrel kit that I'm going to be giving away. That's going to happen this month as well. So a ton of cool stuff is going to be given away here shortly and soon. So let's jump over here to the second monitor.
Joshua said, "What's going on with the Aculock 1 of 10 Dynasty barrels?"
Oh yeah, I guess I'll show you that right now real quick. The golden barrel. So one of them is on my gun. One of them is in storage, and actually, I might be doing a raffle sort of thing. I'm not totally sure how we're gonna sell these, and I don't know exactly what we're gonna do with the other 6. I have 2 of these right now that are technically up for grabs, but I have not quite figured out how they're gonna be given out. So it's the full Dynasty kit. It's the golden Dynasty barrel, and
So what do those typically retail for?
so retail on these, I believe, is the Dynasty ones. I think might be in the $200 range, maybe $210, $214 for the black and blue, the black and silver, and the black and red. But there's only 10 of these made, so it's going to go slightly higher than that. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do one of those raffles again and give away a ton of stuff with it, because I like doing that. That was fun. So if you guys have any ideas, go ahead and shoot me a message. Yeah, so $220 for the Dynasty kits, $190 range for the for the full kit, and then I think the AccuLock Light kit might be in the 130 range, 140 range. And then there's an excessive one as well. Yeah, you got the excessive kit. I saw that one. Carl Markowski just got one of those as well. So you can check that out at field1paintball.com. If you guys are discounted merch perk or mega support status members, I believe you have up until today to get the 10% off of all AccuLock barrel systems. So let's jump over to the wheel. Oh yeah. And we're going to spin this thing. If you guys are listening to the show throughout the week, as long as you guys are members, you don't have to be live and present to win. Congratulations to Mr. Ronnie Mercer.
There we go.
You don't have to be present to win. If you guys are listening to us on Spotify, thanks for listening. Go ahead and screenshot your conversation or your viewing. Edward Trogdon. So this is, we're going to spin this 4 times right now for the micro and band combo, courtesy of Field 1 Paintball and HK Army. Michael Simon. And then, let's see, I'm going to dig through this Lavina paintball bag here. Goodie bag. Send us a bunch of stuff. Michael Braden. I think, I have your contact. I think you just won recently. And he's cleaning up.
Yeah.
All right. So, oops. Jump over here real quick. Okay, so that was for a microfiber and band and sticker combo. So that's going out to all of you guys. Again, if I don't have your address, make sure I have it. If you guys have not joined the channel, just click the join button below. If you guys are super mega support status members, you get a poster and a welcome pack signed by us. That's courtesy of Island Designs. And then every month, we give out a cool gift item that we send to you guys as well. If you're listening to this in Spotify, like I said, thank you also for that. Screenshot your Spotify, what is it, the little menu that has the Spick and Span Show.
Yeah.
If you post that to Instagram or any social media and tag us, and I see it, I will choose somebody as a winner there. And I think Tim Fournier was the winner of the Spotify contest. You're getting a G2 t-shirt. Also, Utah Bro Army Camp, August 14th weekend. The G2 guys are going to be out there. So that's going to be Rusty Glaze and Brandon Unger and Victor Gamboa. Oh, no, sorry. Brandon's not going to be there. Tyler Harmon is going to be there because Brandon's going to be playing the Astra event invitational. So if you guys ever felt a little fatigued lately when you're playing paintball, that couldn't run the flag back, Tyler Mashad, you should jump in on one of these G2 programs. They're pretty good, and it helps you kind of deal with that.
Put you to work.
Puts you to work. Do you want to cover the WC
Yeah, I was
stuff?
thinking, it looked like Phoenix Rising kind of almost swept the whole, but they won the premiere, and then 3rd place for Division 3, and they won Division 4.
Damn.
Their Division 5 team didn't do so hot. They got like 13th out of 30, but yeah, they've been playing really well lately. Gummy Bears, 2nd place.
I know. The
Coming
Gummy
up in
Bears are
premiere.
Yep.
Who plays with them?
So Blake coaches them, but I believe that the Gummy Bears are going to enter a team into the Open Division in Sacramento, and I think that Blake, Grayson, and Mikey are all going to play with them.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I really wish they would change their name. Mario, if you're still listening to this, come on.
I forgot. Like someone plays. I think there's a pro that plays with them also. I feel like I saw a photo, but could be wrong.
Possibly.
Hunter's got a 5th place, which is interesting because they're usually pretty dominant.
Yeah, actually, I believe. Oh, in that one, yeah, they did. And my guys did really well, and Savage guys did well. Look at that. 8th place. Yeah, shout out to LA Savage. Ooh, 808 pump. Let me give you a quick.
Elevation and D5 X-Ball.
And to answer 808 pump, your question about Hawaiian Legends, our plan is to be there. So yes, count me in for the Maui event in February of next year. I don't have a ticket yet, and we're just kind of waiting to hear back. about where we're gonna stay, but that is definitely on the list and on the agenda to get out there. So thank you, 808 Pump, for the support, and welcome to the Mega Support Status membership. Make sure you send me your address ASAP so I can get it over to Alex and you can get your gift for August.
All right.
So let's jump back over to the screen and give away a couple more things right here. And we do it like this. Bingo. All right. So I'm going to jump over here and spin the wheel. So this is going to be for a little Lavina paintball care package with some shirts and some stickers and all that good stuff. Going to my man, ICFN, cleaning up again. I think he just won... he won another shirt not too long ago, and he has my gold coin.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So, oh, and I'm sorry, I forgot
to go to the casino.
Yeah, he needs to go to the casino. Yeah, you need to buy a lottery ticket. You win a gold coin off of me, you better go to.
Get on Robinhood. Either one works.
Oh, Biz Frost. Loyal Blue Fox. Jeez. How many times is her name on here?
When you left to go pick up people from the airport, some guy came up, pulled up his card. He's like, "You guys know where the casino is?" It's like, "It's on your cell phone. It's called Robinhood." He didn't get it. But
He didn't get it.
yeah,
Yeah, don't go to the casino.
Yeah.
Just stay home and play on Robinhood.
Yeah.
The market's closed. Go into crypto.
Yeah.
And just keep betting.
Yeah.
Keep betting. Keep refreshing. Keep betting. Don't do any research either, whatsoever. All right, so congratulations for those of you guys who just won some barrel condoms or barrel blocker, and everybody who just won is going to get a band. All you Mega Support Status members, you're going to be getting bands as well. And then...
you should give him that intro again.
yeah, we're gonna. Oh, David Roms, shout out.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, and there it is. There it is. So yeah, guys, we want to thank you guys very much for all of the support, and yeah, we appreciate you very much. Oh, we're gonna talk about moving the show to Tuesday, but we're not totally sure just yet. So stick with us. We've been talking about it. Maybe we'll announce it next week. Maybe we'll announce it the week after that. Shout out to Philip Jacobs. Thank you very much for your support. And here's another air horn. And I'm going to go ahead. Let's see. How do I put the show intro up? I'm going to get the show intro up so you guys can see. But before we do that, let's all wish Kyle Spicka a happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Come here. We're going to get Sloan to sing too. But Kyle. Happy, come on, babe, louder. To you.
It seems like you guys almost forgot my name for a second.
No, I was trying to.
So this is why you said not for Ryan not to eat any
No,
cake.
that's okay.
I thought you got a new cake today.
That's the only thing I spaced on.
Oh,
this cake is great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so look at this beautiful cake right here. That
Don't spin the back.
I already ate a lot of it.
Kyle ate a lot of this. They actually saved this for me, which I think is great. Hold on, you got it all in one.
Well, the candle was melting on the cake.
No, it's supposed to. It's sugar. Are you
is it?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it's sugar.
Right. Well,
this looks way better than those pickled pig feet.
Yeah, this is slightly better than the pickles pig feet, which we're probably going to eat. He's really warming it up.
Oh, I gotta get
crazy
you
that you have to talk me into it.
No, I gotta get you some pickled eggs. Wait, did you not try this yet? It's really good. You wanna try some?
Yeah. Let's go.
They're pretty good.
Oh, it's still so moist. You guys ate this on Friday.
Probably a lot of preservatives in there or something.
Listen, we tell everybody to eat healthy, but every so often, don't listen to us and just go ahead first.
Yeah.
So, again, everybody, thank you so much for your support. We'll see you next week on Monday. Let's kick it to David's epic intro. Say goodbye.
Go